Hi, we're here in Punta Gorda to bring you our official summer real estate market update. So the big topic of conversation lately has been the frenzy in the real estate market that we're living in right now. And it's impacted millions of people across the country, but in different ways. Everybody's kind of gotten impacted in a different way from what's going on. But one thing is for sure, and that is that we have an extreme shortage of properties for sale. There's incredible demand and the prices are absolutely crazy. Notwithstanding that, there is a fair amount of uncertainty in the market. People really don't understand what's causing all of this, to the extent that a month or so ago, Google recorded that the question, when is the market going to crash? That inquiry went up 2,500% just over the past few weeks. So people really don't understand what's going to happen here and if the market is going to crash. So what we did is we decided to put together a newsletter that kind of explains some of the things that are driving this market and why we are in the situation that we're in right now. So if you're receiving this video via email, we have the newsletter embedded here for you. If not, please be sure to go to the blog page for calendagroup.com. And if you're on our mailing list, you'll get a hard copy in the mail from us. While there is some uncertainty as where we're heading right now, there are three things to me that are very clear. Number one, the real estate market is not in a situation where it's going to crash like it did in 2008. In fact, the Wall Street Journal recently put out an article where it said pretty much just the opposite. They said, today's market conditions are actually the inverse of the previous boom. We laid out some of these differences in December in our newsletter as to why it's different, and we've elaborated on some of these points in this current newsletter that we have here for you today. Second point is the housing shortage will not be easing for years, not months, but years. And if you're reading about sales slowing down, it's not that the demand is slowing down, it's that the supply is slowing down. There are not as many houses for sale. If you look at the chart in our newsletter, you'll see that the number of houses that sold in Punta Gorda Isles recently went down, and it's because of the shortage, not because there's not a demand there. And then the third point is that the situation is going to perpetuate until there's a significant move by the government to potentially ease these shortages. Yes, the real estate markets nationwide are setting records, and the sellers are really, really excited when they're selling their home and they're walking away with significant amounts of money that they're putting into their bank account or their brokerage account, and they're jumping in their car or they're going in their RV and they're setting out to find that next property that they're going to move into. However, the real challenge comes in the next step, and that is when they go to buy something and they end up in the next bidding war to try to win a property that they want to move into. So the National Association of Realtors and the Rosen Consulting Group out of Berkeley, California, put together a very interesting research paper a couple of weeks ago. They published it. And in that publication, they cited, the state of the American housing stock is dire, with a chronic shortage of homes to support the nation's population. So in our newsletter, we have set out what has contributed to this shortage, most notably the lack of new housing construction from 2008 until today. You'll see in this chart here that it really depicts exactly what's been going on. And in the National Association of Realtor report, it states that the severe lack of new construction and prolonged underinvestment have led to an acute shortage of available houses to the detriment of the health of the public economy. In the report, they made some pretty complex but seemingly necessary recommendations on what measures can be taken to address this shortage, starting with potentially easing the local zoning, converting commercial buildings to residential use, and the redevelopment of existing structures in the metro and urban areas. They also suggested, and I think a great point, that potential subsidies to ease the current supply chain shortages would really go a long way to ease the situation with builders bringing new product online. So what does this mean to all of us? Frankly, I would say to you, I wouldn't wait to buy if you're in the market and you're ready to buy, but you're waiting for things to change. Don't. And if your kids are coming to you for advice, please don't tell them to wait until the situation changes, as we can't see anywhere on the near-term horizon that the situation is going to ease. Demand is going to continue to be strong, and we are not going to be getting an influx of supply anytime soon, as captured with all of this data that we've collected here for you. Moreover, we're probably going to see that as we go into the next year or so, the interest rates are going to start creeping up. And so that's going to compromise affordability moving forward. And for those of you that know me, you know I'm not here to push a sale, but I'm here to help you make sound decisions. And if we look at the situation that we're in right now, we are not really going to see this turn around anytime soon. So the situation here in Southwest Florida, like other areas that are desirable to the baby boom generation, are probably seeing this phenomenon a little bit more compounded, as we see a lot more migration by this demographic coming here into other more resort type locations throughout the country. And so again, if you're looking here, if you find a place that you like, you really are going to need to try to make decisions quickly and move in and put an offer in on a property. So we're hoping that all the information that we're sharing here with you in the newsletter as well as the video will give you a little bit more clarity. But as always, as I've said to you in the past, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always happy to catch up and chat on the phone or meet with you in person if you're around. In the meantime, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful, peaceful Independence Day. We are all so blessed to be in this wonderful country where we can enjoy our freedoms and our independence. And looking forward to a wonderful second half of 2021. And I hope to see you all soon.